I know my hair probably look a mess. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me because I don't know if you can hear me or not. Hopefully you can hear me. I just want to see. Okay. I got the okay. All right. So I wanted to do a quick check-in with everybody about keeping it 100 and where we are with it. So we are taking a long hiatus, not necessarily to end keeping it 100, but to kind of revamp and get some new ideas and fresh. So I wanted to kind of give you an update on that. First, the second thing I want to give you an update on um, is I want to talk about just real quick. It won't be nothing long. I want to talk about how I want to talk about toxicity, toxic energy, toxic vibes, being toxic. Are you that toxic person? Um, and something just happened to me today. So sometimes we have to check ourselves. We have to check ourselves. I'm gonna say it again. We have to check ourselves. We have to check how we view things, how we see things, how we interact with things, how we respond to things. What are we craving? And often, and what I just realized today, I first had to ask myself, Johnny, are you being toxic? Um, are you being toxic right now because you're not liking the outcome of different things. You're not liking what's happening. You're not controlling anything. Johnny, are you being toxic? Johnny, are you being toxic? And then I said to myself, no, I'm not being toxic. But what happened was I find myself craving toxic energy. And what happened is that I've gotten so used of being in a toxic environment that I'm thinking that's what I'm worth and that's what I'm craving. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a toxic situation. And I am not one to air dirty laundry. I'm not one to go into all of that and things like that. So I'm gonna try not to go into to details in regards to what just took place and what happened. But what I will say is that I had to sit back and check myself. First, ask myself again, Johnny, are you being toxic? And when I said that I'm not being toxic, I then went to my second scenario, which is I was then craving toxic energy. I was craving it so much that I was willing to bait a conversation that I really, really didn't need to be involved in. I asked a question that I probably didn't need to ask because I'm craving that toxic energy. I say all that to say, people, let me say this. I say all this to say, people, is that sometimes we crave toxic energy without even knowing it. Sometimes we create toxic and toxicity. Not saying that we're the toxic person, but we've gotten so used to being in the filth of toxic that we don't even know how to get out of that bullshit. Or we're so used to kind of being in toxic situations that we're so used to like being baited. We're so used to being baited. We are so used to being baited. We're trying or we're so used to being baited in situations or being the bait of the situation. I literally was about to bait a toxic situation just that quick. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I promise you, it is not worth it. Get out of that toxic situation. And I'm gonna say get out of that toxic mindset. Get yourself out of that. Get yourself out of that. Get yourself out of that. Because it is nothing but a downward spiral. And I promise you, I'm not reading anybody. I'm reading myself. And I'm about to get emotional right now because I don't think you guys understand how freeing that thought process can be once you catch it and once you check yourself. I had to check myself on my ride home. I literally did. I had to check myself. I First of all, I hate breakups. I hate it. I hate going through a breakup. I hate the things that come with the breakup. I hate the feeling that happens after a breakup. I hate the knots in your stomach. I hate the questions, do he still love me? I hate the question, what does a relationship with this person look like after that? I hate breakups. I hate the separation. I hate the divide. I hate the my friends, your friends. I hate like the loyalties, this, loyalty, that. I hate a breakup. I swear I hate a breakup. And not and this is again not to talk about or not to um this is not something that is conducive to what I'm going through currently, but I just wanted to talk about toxic. Because it's a word that we tend to overuse, but it's a word that we do not have yet to really grasp and understand what toxic look like. Or we so quick to call the cause or to call a person toxic, we're so quick to point a finger at somebody else being toxic when we are creating those toxic spaces. We are again so used to being in toxic situations that we're craving it. We're wanting it. We like oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm talking to myself. I promise you I am talking to myself because it's a hard pill to swallow, first and foremost. It is an extremely hard pill to follow. Let me share some of these. Let me share some of these. Yes. Buddha. I'm telling you, it's so easy. It's so easy. It is so easy. It is so easy. It is so easy. It is so easy. It's so easy. Um, so I'm not gonna drag this conversation out. I think I've said what I had to say. I'm gonna keep it up. I've said what I said. I want you from this conversation to look at yourself, ask yourself, A, are you being toxic? First and foremost, are you being that toxic person, toxic partner? And if you come to the conclusion that you're not, cool, because sometimes we're not. Have you gotten so used to being in toxic situations that it's hard for you to recognize when you're being baited or you are the one baiting a toxic situation? Ask yourself these questions. Um, love yourself. Love who you are as a person. Love your worth. Love what you bring to the table, and just be happy. That is my tidbit for today for keeping it 100. I know it had nothing to do with sexual health. I apologize. Um, but I definitely wanted to do a check in. I definitely want you guys to check yourselves and continue to check yourself every single day and make sure that you are not being toxic and make sure that you are not setting yourself to be in a toxic situation. Um, and you're not baiting toxicity. Um, just check yourself. Just check yourself. But thank you for rocking it out with me for the last 5 minutes or however long minutes. Like I said, I'm not. It's not going to be long. Be looking out for keeping it 100 updates. Soon. Like I said, we in a brainstorming period right now, looking to revamp and looking to kind of change how we do things for keeping it 100. I'm excited to kind of get back into the thick of it. I'm excited to kind of get back into talking about situations and whatever. So be looking out. I miss you guys. The Rain family love you guys, and thank you for being so loyal with watching with us and rocking it out with us. I appreciate you. Y'all have a nice night. Am I still live in the broadcast? I am still live and it ain't ending. No. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. It is not ending. Hold on. No. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me call you right back because I'm trying to end this thing and it's not ending and I don't want it to record my conversation. Bye.